Alright, what's going on, y'all? Sound a little empty, don't it? What up, Tristan? Tim, never leave me like that again. I'm sorry. What up, TT? Yeah, I have been missing, ain't gonna cap. Been getting your fix on the YouTube? Okay, then. Oh, snap. First off, good evening to all my Cubs and Lady Cubs. It is your number one League King. We are back in this thing called Warframe, and as the title suggests, we are going to kick off my mini hiatus, so to speak. We're going to kick off our mini hiatus with a Warframe TED Talk. It's going to be a two-part Warframe TED Talk because the planet that we are on, from the last planet we did was Ceres, which hosted Frost. Now we are moving on to Jupiter, which hosts Two Frames, hence the two-part episode today, which will cover Valkyr and Wisp. Valkyr and Wisp will be covered this evening. Of course, I'm going to be starting off with Valkyr, everyone's favorite Warframe. Alright, look, I was just trying to give some energy. Look, I understand. She's not, she's old. She's old. Okay? I get that. Make sure you have your adult beverages if you are an adult. Make sure you have your kiddie drinks if you're a kid. Other than that, well, let's go ahead and hop on in. Where is... Right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and hop on in. I hope I got a blank slate for Miss Valkyr. Oh no. The reason why I have no music playing is because I have been going through a little bit of a struggle getting these videos or getting these streams pushed over to YouTube with the music that does play in the background. And there being a copyright claim, so they won't get monetized and things like that. I just don't want any issues at all. I'm not really worried about making money off the videos. I just don't want to get hit with copyright strikes. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this video like no music audio, and then whenever I do get ready to push it over, I'll probably do some audio as like a secondary clip or whatnot, if I can edit it that way. I should be able to. I'm a smart enough guy. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and slap on Valkyr. Where you at, baby? I ain't gonna lie, I put a couple of forma on her. She can get down when she wants to. She can do stuff. She just needs a little bit of a buff to do said stuff. Let me see. Are you blank? You're not blank. You are glued up. Are you blank? You are blank. Yay! Okay. So we're blank there. So all we got to do, whenever. There you go. All right. That button, that button, that button. All right. It's gonna sound. I'm not gonna cap. It sounds a little empty right now. A little different. Right about here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it sounds a little bit different. Well, yeah, sounds empty, I should say. But we are going to get that popping. Go get that cleared up here very, 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 very soon. Whenever Warframe decides to load. So how are you? How are you fine people doing? Please let me know. Cause I was out of it. I was out of it. Just to myself, staying to myself, tired, sore and tired. Got a quick little blessing, thank you. That was some good timing on my end. Alright, so doop doop doop. Okay. We're just gonna hop right into it. We ain't gonna waste no time. We're just gonna hop right into Valkyr. Cause I know how much y'all love Valkyr. I know how much you love her. You know, you love her so much. So much. Okay. Alright. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about Miss Valkyr. She has been known as the Crazy Cat, the Tasmanian Devil, the Claw Warframe before Garuda and her claws came about, and she was all melee all the time, basically. Alright, so let's go ahead and get her passive out of the way. Valkyr is nimble, able to recover from knockdown 50% faster, and is immune to hard landings. Landing with no touchdown delay, which is basically like a cat. Knockdown recovery can stack with handspring and constitution for up to 250% recovery speed. Or you can just slap on prime sure footing, you ain't gotta worry about that. Valkyr's immunity to hard landings prevents her from triggering heavy impact. Cool. That's cool. Alright, go ahead and talk about her one rip line. Oh, Spider-Man, or Spider-Girl in her case. What up, Naruto? Rip line. Valkyr fires a grappling hook that covers a range of 75 meters. If the hook hits terrain, Valkyr will be pulled towards the hook's location. If an enemy is hooked, they will be pulled towards Valkyr's location. Enemies will be dealt 600 slash damage. Damage is affected by ability strength. Enemies affected are ragdolled as they are pulled towards Valkyr. Cast range is affected by ability range. Pull strength is affected by the distance ripline is cast, as well as the verticality of the angle. The more vertical the pull of ripline is, the stronger it will be, making it far more effective at vertical traversal than horizontal traversal. Okay. Ripline can pull Valkyr across chasms and long gaps. However, Valkyr is not pulled the full distance to the hook's location. So you just got to be a little bit careful on that if you are curious about Ripline. Who's been missing? Me. I heard Valkyr is the best dueling frame. Feel how you feel. If Ripline is successfully cast within a window of 1 second after the previous, its damage will be multiplied by 2x, and its energy cost will be reduced by 50%. Any successful cast thereafter will multiply Ripline's damage by 400% and reduce its energy cost by 75%. Energy cost reduction is applied to Ripline's modified activation costs. As an example, with a max streamline, the next successful cast will consume 8.75 energy, and any cast thereafter will consume 4.375. Combo window is affected by ability duration and cannot fall below 0.5 seconds under any circumstances. The duration of the combo window and the respective damage multiplier for the next successful cast are displayed underneath the HUD's targeting reticle. If no casts are performed within the combo window, the damage and energy costs will reset. Okay. Ripline's pull does not affect bosses with the exception of the Zanuka Hunter, Ambulus, and the G3. Despite having noticeable visual and audio effects, Ripline is silent. Okay, then they go into talking about visuals and whatnot. Will not disrupt Shade's. Shade is your sentinel. Will not disrupt Shade's ghost or Hurus Kubro's stalk. Okay, that's cool. Let's see here. There is an augment for this ability, which, okay, that's a thing, I guess. That it has an augment. let's see. It is called Swing Line. All right. Just before I begin reading that, come on ads. You're in the way. Okay. All of Valkyr's augments can be acquired either through parent sequence or new loca when you are rank 5, and they each cost 25,000 standing. Swing Line. Here we go. After using Rip Line, the next 4 Rip Lines will have no energy cost while airborne. Okay. I guess if you want to waste a mod slot for that, cool. That's a thing. So it'll initially cost 25 energy. So it'll be like the first one's 25, 0, 0, 0, 0. And if you cast those 4 within the combo window, then it'll go to 4, however much energy that it'll cost. Like, it'll have it reduced at 75%. Whatever that number is. I don't know what it is because math. Anyway, Swing Line removes the energy. Oh, never mind. Everything I said, negate that because of this sentence. Swing Line removes the energy cost of Rip Line cast while airborne after its initial cast. Okay. Only the subsequent uses of Rip Line after the initial casting inside the combo window and leaving the ground will have their costs removed. Casting the first Rip Line will always consume energy regardless of where it's cast. Makes sense. Makes sense. So if that's a thing that you like to do, yeah. Spider-Woman. Or you can just go play Spider-Man. I mean, you could just go play Spider-Man if that's a thing. I didn't know she had augments. Yeah, I mean, she's old enough. She is old enough. She has augments. Alright, so let's... Okay, ads. Alright, you don't want me to do things. Apparently. Let me be great, please. Okay, anyway. Let's go on to some more important things. Necros 2 mission. If I could fight the ads, I would. Hell yeah. Tell them put their paws up. Let's talk about Warcry. Yeah, man, Warcry does some things. Valkyr lets out a rallying cry, bolstering the attack speed and defenses of herself and her allies while diminishing the attack speed and mobility of her enemies within 25 meters. Affected allies will gain 50% attack speed and 50% armor, while the affected enemies will have their action slowed by 30%. This effect lasts for 15 seconds. The bonuses and slow are affected by strength. Duration is affected by duration. Radius is affected by range. The speed buff grants an additive bonus that will stack with other attack speed modifiers, for example, Fury. A max Fury and intensify with a rank 3 Warcry will increase Valkyr's attack speed by 95%. And the armor buff is based off of the affected Warframe's base armor value, and therefore stacks additively with other armor bonuses. For example, a Valkyr with a max rank steel fiber, 130% ability strength, and while using Warcry, increases her armor to 1650. The slow cannot exceed 75% under any circumstances. Makes sense. Oh, thank you for the tip. I appreciate that. Like 5 minutes ago. Oh, well, thank you anyway. I appreciate you. The effects of Warcry are applied to Valkyr, other players, companions, hostages, defense objectives, shadows, and specters. Cool. Never mind. I was gonna say I wonder if Wukong's clone is considered a specter, and I think I answered my own question saying that out loud. But I'm not saying that I like Wukong, so don't get it twisted. Just cut it. Don't even worry about what I just said. Anyway, Allies and enemies only need to be in range when Warcry is cast. To be effective, Warcry cannot be recast while active. Allies affected by Warcry will not have its buff dispelled. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Ooh, ooh. Anyway, allies affected by Warcry will not have its buff dispelled upon entering the field of a nullifier crewman. However, if Valkyr herself enters a nullified field or falls off the top set, Warcry will be dispelled from the entire squad. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, what? Spider Chick does whatever Spider Chick does. Swings a web, something, something. Look out! Here comes Spider Chick. You have the best sneeze ever. Thanks. I guess. Are you hitting on me? Stop! Anyway, subsuming Valkyr to the helmet will offer Warcry and its augments to be used on other frames. However, Subsume's Warcry attack speed bonus is reduced to 30%. Alright, let's talk about the augment. So what we know is that you get a speed buff and an armor buff, and the enemies are slowed. So what I'm thinking, just off the cuff, Gloom. I mean, even though Gloom is not necessary in a sense, it's not necessary on Valkyr, okay? And I'll explain later why it's not necessary on Valkyr, but it could be a thing. Or you could use Terrify. You could use Terrify, replace the 1 with Terrify, and then use a Creeping Terrify augment for more slow. I mean, you could. Is Valkyr good? She could be in the right hands. I mean, it's subjective. I remember when I got her. Read me burr when I got her, and I didn't have good mods, so I thought she was ass and trashed her. Damn. Horrible. Gloom slows down. Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. So, now you gotta get a whole new Valkyr or Valkyr Prime. That just has to happen. Okay, augment time. Eternal War. Gosh dog it, man. This thing is silly. This is a silly augment. Warcry augment. Eternal War. While active, Warcry's duration is increased by 2 seconds for each melee kill, which basically turns her to infinite as long as you're killing. I'm gonna try and get another Vauban too. I got all the relics, but no one wants to open. No one wants to open it yet. Hey, you can always do Void Storms on Railjack if that is something that, you know, tickles your fancy. I don't know, maybe. Duration. The duration increase per enemy killed is affected by duration. So if you run if you run 200% duration, that basically makes your 2 seconds into 4 seconds per enemy kill. Kills extend the active duration of cry. I'm sorry. Let me read that again. I had a brain fart. A fart. Kills extend the active duration of Warcry up to a maximum of double the ability duration after mods. Kills also extend Warcry's duration for allies. That's nice. That's actually nice. Seeing as though we can put Warcry on anyone, right? As long as that person who has Warcry is getting kills, then Warcry will never fall off. Void Storm, what's that? It's Railjack. It's a Railjack type mission. It's basically railjack and cracking relics at the same time. Only melee kills made by the caster will extend the duration. Kills with Hysterical Assault leap do not count as melee kills. Okay, makes sense. So yeah. So whatever your duration is at base, whenever you do it, like if you do have Eternal War on and you do have 200% duration, then your duration, it'll be 30 seconds, and then you can build it up to a minute, or essentially you can just keep it at the maximum amount of whatever that is. You can just do that and just keep it there forever. As long as you're getting melee kills, you can always keep Warcry on. Hence the name Eternal War. I'm just gonna shut up now. Anyway, let's get ready to talk about the 3. I'm a little iffy about 3. I'm not gonna cap. I am a little iffy about 3. I personally enjoy her 3. A lot of people don't. I don't know why, but a lot of people don't. I think it does some things, or it can do some things. Alright, let's talk about it though. Valkyr discharges her shields, stunning and damaging enemies within 10 meters while draining 33% of her current shields. Affected enemies are dealt Valkyr's current shields multiplied by 350% as impact damage. Obviously, we already feel a certain way about impact damage. We already know that it is absolute dog doo-doo. But if you are going against a corpus, then it is going to do something. Okay, I guess. The shield discharge has a knockback strength of 1,000. Why in impact? Why in impact feel like it should be something else? What's the something else that you're referring to? Damage multiplier and knockback strength are affected by ability strength. Damage bypasses obstacles in the environment and is increased by body part multipliers. So, you either have a Helios with damage vulnerability mod, or you have a Banshee in your group, and now your 3 can do more damage. Yay! Let's see. Radius is affected by range. Nice. The shield percentage used in the damage calculation accounts for Valkyr's shields at the time paralysis is cast, not after the shield drain has been applied. As an example, if Valkyr has 150 shields and a max rate intensify at the time of a rank 4, or it should be rank 3, or is it rank 4? Rank 3. A rank 3 paralysis is cast. Paralysis will deal 682.5 damage, and her shields will be reduced to 100.5. Stunned enemies are vulnerable to finishers. If the enemy cannot be attacked with a finisher, either due to positioning or the enemy type, it will be susceptible to stealth damage multipliers from melee attacks for the duration of the stun. As with other stealth attacks, coming into physical contact with the enemy while attacking will temporarily remove the damage bonus. Overshields contribute to paralysis damage. That part right there is the reason why I personally put Condemn on her 1. That part right there. And then we get to the augments. Yes. Yes. That's a sentence, and I'm gonna keep it because yes. Prolonged paralysis. God, I can't talk today. I can't talk in. Affected enemies are pulled towards Valkyr, and the stun duration is increased by 200%. First it was a push, get the hell away from me. Now it's a pull, let me love you long time. Okay? Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Here's the notes. Okay, duration increase. The stun duration increase is affected by ability strength. The base pull range of 10 meters is affected by range. Okay. The enemy pull effect is gradual and not instantaneous. Enemies pulled in are laid prone, setting them up for ground finishers. Yeah, man. I like, me personally, I like everything about prolonged paralysis. I do. I don't know why. I guess the reason why people don't use her or that ability enough is because she's old. Respectable. I get it. I understand. I get that. But no, just don't do that. Just don't do the thing. That shouldn't be a reason. Anyway, let's talk about her 4. Because this is literally what makes Valkyr Valkyr. Hysteria. Okay. Overcome with rage, Valkyr unleashes a pair of energy talons, called the Valkyr talons, as her melee exalted weapon. Exalted weapons, yay. Normal attacks deal 250 damage within 2 meters. Damage is distributed evenly across IPS. Wall attacks and slide attacks. Okay, they talk about wall attacks, air attacks, and slam attacks. Okay, here we go. Attacks have a 2x crit multiplier with a 50% crit chance and a 10% status chance. Additionally, Valkyr is healed for 5% of the total melee damage she inflicts. Damage is affected by ability strength, the melee combo counter, most mods, and buffs. As an example, with a max pressure point, shocking touch, and intensify, the normal attacks of her rank 3 Hysteria will deal 1,358.5 damage. I do believe that number is higher if you use, not much higher, but higher, just a little bit higher if you are using Valkyr Prime. The mods that can be equipped on and affect Valkyr talents include damage mods, physical damage, elemental mods, faction mods, crit chance and crit damage, status chance, attack speed, and range. Unless they change the ruling in regards to condition overload actually working on exalted weapons, I don't think this will work. Now, there has been a couple of occasions, where the wiki will list a thing that says it does do the thing and it actually doesn't. So this could be one of those. I would say test at your own discretion. Are we going to skip the fact that she is destroying corpus in the background? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see anything. Her whole hand in the man's heart. It does work though, I think. I mean, I'd rather not think, but no. Like I said, test at your own discretion. Okay. Range mods do not affect the radius of slam attacks. Valkyr talents cannot be equipped with melee combo counter mods except drift and contact. Acolyte mods, for example, Blood Rush, or Amalgam mods, for example, Amalgam Organ Shatter. Okay, makes sense. They go into base information in regards to the melee portion of it, and they talk about the they talk about the energy costs. Let me see. After activation, a percentage counter will appear on the ability icon. The percentage increases to 100% over the course of 40 seconds. Okay. Hysteria consumes 2.5 energy per second at 0 while active. The cost will increase by an additional 2.5 until it caps out at 15 energy per second at 100%. Hysteria will remain active until either Valkyr's energy is depleted or the ability is deactivated by casting it again. Activation energy cost is affected by efficiency, and the energy drain is affected by efficiency and duration. Valkyr cannot replenish energy using squad energy restores, Rift Flame, Energy Siphon, Energizing Dash, or Trinity's Energy Vampire. However, energy orbs, Orokin Void Death Orbs, and or Arcane Energize will still replenish energy normally. Couldn't do a lot in 40 seconds. Could kill like 100 people. Yeah, true. And like it says, if you can have a good balance between efficiency and duration, then you can reduce that number a good amount. Good amount. Hysteria is affected by and can trigger Warframe and Exodia Arcanes. Okay. And let's talk about her augments, because she has augments. She has 2 of them. 2 augments for her claws. Why do her claws need 2 augments? I don't know. So the first one is called Hysterical Assault. This is more of a utility. If that's your thing, if movement is your thing, that's okay, yeah. And aim and then attack to leap onto enemies up to 50 meters away. Can that 50 meters be increased by range? Let's see. Yep, it can. OADs, go away. Leap distance is affected by range. Leaping requires the reticle to be aimed directly at an enemy. Cannot be equipped cannot be equipped at the same time as enrage. Makes perfect sense. 50. 50. I know my what's the term? What am I trying to say? Frick. The word is right on the tip of my tongue. Accent. My accent. Gosh, blessed be. I know my accent's a little hard to understand. Where the water command go, thought it was a thing. I never had one. Unless you're referring to you using channel points. It's a channel point thing, I believe. Should still be. That's what you meant? Okay. Yeah, it's there still. Should be. Is it? Now you got me looking. Holy crap. Yep, it's right there. Why do I have it at 1,000? What is wrong with me? Do I really not like water like that? Sheesh. Hold on. I got problems. It is why do I have it at 1,000? I guess I didn't want people to spam that shit. Motherfucker be spamming that shit like I got a bladder, you know? Let me edit that. I'm gonna drop it down to 100. There you go. Motherfucker be spamming that shit though. Drink. No. All right. See, Naruto. You already know. I will slap you with a band so quick. And calm down. You already know I will. Anyway, Enraged is the second augment for the claws. Enraged is a good balance. It's a good balance of damage and stuff. It has a like a weird little caveat where you can't use enraged, like you can't use the claws as often as you would like. But I mean, you can work around it. Anyway, enraged. Damage is increased by 200%. Crit chance is increased by 200%. And Hysteria lasts for 15 seconds and receives a matching cooldown. Okay. There's that caveat I was talking about. That's the caveat. Because, like, it makes you, you know, you have to be a little careful. Like, oh crap, I'm in a bad spot. When a raid come, when a raid come, they all gonna use the water command. I bet, lol. I hope not. God, I hope not. I would turn that shit off. Anyway, notes on this augment. Cooldown starts after the duration ends. Cooldown is equal to the length of time Hysteria was active. For example, if Hysteria was activated for 5 seconds, the cooldown will be 5 seconds. So no matter what you do, even if there is a base, like even if you do have a set amount of duration, no matter what you do, if you turn it off, then you're gonna have that matching cooldown. That sucks. That's a hell of a caveat. Duration is affected by duration. Bonus damage and crit chance are not affected by mods, and stack additively with mods like Pressure Point and True Steel. So it's just a flat 200. It's a flat freaking 200. Now, why couldn't it say damage is increased by 200 and status chance is increased by 200? I mean, well, it already has a decent crit chance at base. But I guess, I mean, I don't make up the rules. Cannot be equipped at the same time as Hysterical Assault. Yep. Recurring bug where crit bonus mod stacks in the simulacrum but not in the game. That actually sucks. Okay, so she is Gma. Okay, she is Gma. We know she is grandma, just like Nyx, and just like Ember, just like Saren. They're all grandma. Well, actually, Saren is like that one. You know, for me, she's that. You know that. Never mind. I ain't gonna worry about it. Anyway, yeah, she's grandma. She's old, but she can still get down with her old self. Okay. Oh, that's what you was talking about, Nick Rose. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that later. Naruto, that player frame, whatever. Now that we know what we know, how shall we build her? Okay, that's the thing. Like, I guess, you know, for me, I have my own little thoughts about how I will build her. I do already have a setup that is, you know, my preference, but of course, you do what you want. It's all subjective. Here's my setup though. I'm just gonna go ahead and head to it. Whenever it decides to load, I guess it's just too much information to pull up. Jeez. Okay, so I am utilizing prolonged paralysis because of the effects that we read off earlier. I personally enjoy this. She is tanky. Tanky. She has 700 armor. Okay. At base. I don't have any like armor increasing mods, as you can tell. So that's just raw set. Like, what? Who just has 700 armor on them? Like, come on, man. But anyway, yeah, she has a decent amount of armor. Not so much in the shield department. I mean, she has a low amount of shields, but with the way her 2 works, and the amount of overshields I generate from Condemn, the damage off of this is actually like pretty darn ridiculous. And it drains a third of my shields to give me that multiplier of at what my current strength is 6.97, and then when I pop growing power, it'll be over 7x. That's a good amount. It's a good amount of stuff going on, and I think the only ability that doesn't cost that much energy, so I can spam it a decent amount. Gotta be careful with Warcry because my efficiency is not okay. My efficiency is not okay. Alright. But if I used Warcry enough, if that was the thing that I was using, then of course I would, kind of, tone it down a little bit on the efficiency, or tone it up rather, so that way I could reduce that cost. But really, with my particular run on this ability, I just like using her 1 and her 3. Honestly, I personally just like using her 1 and her 3, because it's just fun for me. It's fun and it's unique for me personally. So, I can show this off real quick to kind of, we already know against Corpus enemies, like, they do not stand a chance. I don't even know what enemy I could put on that has like a crap ton of shields. I think it, no, they got proto shields. What about you? No, I cannot remember who it is that has like a crap ton of shields. They got 150, 200, they got 300. Some mobile though. Let's see, sort by scanned. Okay, it's a lot easier to do it this way. I'm trying to remember who had, was it you? No, you got plenty of flesh. Plenty of flesh, that sounds weird. But not enough shields. Yeah, 250 in the shield department. Machinists? No, you got 230. One of you guys had like 700 or something like that. Oh, you have a crap ton of shields. Okay, I like you. Orm Ranger Crewman. Okay, let's do that guy. Anything special about you? No, you fly. Okay, they do fly. Alright, so let's see how this, I got it on growing power, so obviously I want a status. Oh, they are not affected. Oh crap, because they're flying. I'm dumb. I'm actually dumb. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. You didn't see that. Just cut that out. Just cut that out your head. You didn't see the thing. What thing? I don't know what thing. Anyway, they got 400. Got 400. Got 400. One of you guys has a shit ton of shields. You got 5. Oh, 8. Do you float or no? Crap, you're floaters too. Mother scooter! All these floaters. The floaters got more shields. I don't know if I... No. No. Okay. We're just gonna have to use you. Wait a minute. Do you float? No, you don't float. Yay. Okay. Finally. Finally. There. See how they all just fall to the ground. They can't do anything about it. Crap. And you can just constantly scale it because you can just build up shields right back. Well, if they had shields. Yep. Man really can't do anything. You just have your way with them. That's why I like it. I like this one particularly. That's just me. Some chunky little boys. I like it. Okay. But that's, like I said, that's my setup. Completely subjective. Build it however you want to build. You know, just make sure that you have the base information to go off of, and then just have fun. Okay, so let's see. All right, so that is Valkyr in a nutshell. She's old. Yes, we all know she's old, but she can be fun in her own way. I mean, if you ever want to go brain dumb for about an hour and a half, just meleeing the entire hour and a half that you're in an endurance mission, then Valkyr is definitely the way that you could go. Alright, so I'm gonna do a pause for the calls. That way I can switch things around and back, I think. Okay. I'm going to do a pause for the calls. That way I can switch things around. And we're going to bring up part 2 of the TED Talk for this evening. And I shall be back momentarily. Why are you still here?